Hello and welcome to Never a Foul. They finally win a game after a month. I think Man United fans need to treat their club not as a big club anymore. Going to Burnley, it's a smash and grab, world-class goal from Bruno Fernandes. But other than that, I didn't see any positives. We'll ask Cass, of course, if he saw any positives in the game. Their best player was Johnny Evans, probably with more game times and more experience. He can be the defender number one. He just needs a little bit more experience. Johnny Evans, the youth team player for Man United, but also Rodri gets sent off in a Man City game, and he's going to miss the Arsenal game. Olo is smiling. Olo is happy, but I'm here with Cass. Olo, welcome for the game day review, of course. And we'll see how it is, but how is everybody doing? How are you, Cass?
Move on. Ask them lot.
Why? You're upset? You won the game, bro.
Why?
You won the game.
Ask them lot how they are.
Why?
Ask them lot. Ask them lot how they are.
Well,
they're happy. Look at them smiling. Look at them smiling, bro.
I mean, personally, I'm good.
There's some things to be concerned about. I wasn't moved. I can't lie. I told you, I'm a feelings man. So when I want to feel. So when I was watching that game, I wanted more. I like the fact that he wanted to play the handball. I wanted to see him. I was a bit confused about Ten Hag's sort of squad selection. You play Palestri against Bayern, but didn't want to play him again. It's like, what, one player doesn't do well, what, doesn't get the next game. Hannibal gets, what, 90 minutes. Johnny Evans comes off the 86th minute. And then, what, you play Amrabat at left back. Amrabat, you guys are waiting for Amrabat. Of course, first game back and so forth. There's context. I hear that. But I'm just looking at it from Rashford. Only got into good spaces. You guys could have won 3-0. You guys could have won 3-0. Rashford, this time he wasn't selfish, but taking too many touches on the ball, like not concentrating, man. Burnley defended well. I expected more from Burnley, especially when they brought in Rodriguez. He started changing the dynamism of the back four for Man United, but no one was feeding into him. The corners that Burnley were taking were poor. They kept doing the same corners again, passing it, trying to do the overlap thing, then whip it in. It wasn't working, but it was boring from both sides. Like, I don't know, Kaz, you might have a different take. You're nodding your head like you're not happy, but I can't lie. What's the Hag doing? I'm looking at. Can
I say one thing before he comes in? If you didn't know which team is which, and I tweeted that, and you tuned in after 20, 30 minutes and you're watching that, you would think the team in white is the one that got promoted from the championship.
Hey, no, he's rude. Kaz, he's rude. Everyone's rude.
Hold on. Isn't that what you saw? Burnley team moving the ball around, putting Man United under pressure. Man United trying to play counter-attack. The ball doesn't stick. The ball doesn't stick up front. Listen, the ball doesn't stick for Man United up front. And yeah, it required a goal. But before that, if you didn't know, you would think this is not the third team of the Premier League last year, and this is the team that just got promoted. You would never think that.
No, for sure.
This is just what I saw, to be honest.
For sure. Aaron Ramsey, obviously one of the Jacob Ramsey brothers, bossing it in midfield today. The way he was picking up balls, driving in, twisting and turning, bro. Like, I was there to watch Hannibal, but I was like, raw, Aaron Ramsey. Now he's balling out. Upcoming talent. Keep an eye on him. But Olu, what do you think?
I mean, first of all, I'm good. I mean, the question was how we're doing, but we've gone this straight, analyzing the Man United game, which I love already. But yeah, I'm good. I mean, the game was dead, wasn't it? Like, from a spectacle standpoint. And if, as a United fan, you'd be worried because, to be honest, like, a lot of hype has been put around Ten Hag and his system and the way he plays his game and how he did in Ajax and this players coming in, etc., etc. And it just doesn't look good, does it? It just looks like it's struggling, it's toiling, it's a pain to get things going. I mean, the one thing that got to me when watching that game was just that how in the midfield there doesn't seem to be creativity, which is weird because you've got Bruno, who 2 weeks ago everyone was saying he's the best attacking midfielder in the Premier League. I mean, it just feels like it's balls in the balls with the goalkeeper and balls with the striker, and then in between, there's no creativity. There's no sort of This players are not playing with that panache that you sort of expect from a Man United team. The game was bad. And to go to Burnley and to have 30% possession. And listen, Arsenal did that last year with Leeds. So it happens to teams where you go to a small team where you expect to beat, and sometimes you get dominated. But with everything that's happened the past couple of weeks, to put in a performance like that, I beat still got the victory. It's bad. It's bad, but I mean, you can see from Kaz's face, it's just
Bro, where do I fucking start? All right, the lineup comes out. Ten Hag right now is a pussy. Yeah. How do you start fucking McTominay when his application against Bayern Munich was dog shit? Right? That's the first thing. You saw in the game how shit he was, yeah? He was a passenger, bro. He was a fucking passenger. That guy is the worst thing to come out of Man United's academy since forever, bro. Like, I don't know how this guy made it as a football player. I'm going to be so honest. I don't know how he made it as a football player. He is shit. He is shit. Yeah. Bruno on the wing, he's a coward, bro. I'm not Ten Hag out, yeah, but that's disgrace, bro. That is fucking disgraceful, bro. You know what I'm hearing in spaces? Like shit, like, what do you expect from these players? This, that, and the other, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, this is Burnley. This is bro. These are championship players. I'm seeing man called Cullen and Brownhill in the middle. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? Like, honestly, see Casemiro, fuck me. Like, I don't know what to say about him. Like, nothing went down through the middle, but he gets skipped and nutmeg like there's no tomorrow. That guy has lost it completely, right? These players are not confident. The only thing that was keeping us together was the defense. Yeah. I'm not even joking. A makeshift defense. Johnny Evans, fuck me. Like, again, great. Anana. We went back to Haram football. I don't get why you'd bring in Palestri against Bayern, but yeah, you say, oh, you know what? Against Burnley, I'm going to drop you. I think I'm going to drop you. We need 4 midfielders against Burnley Football Club. We need 4. Guess what they did? So see the tactic that they played? That's exactly how Ten Hag wants to play at Man United. 2, 3, 5. That's it. Bro, second half, don't get me wrong, Burnley weren't threatening at all, innit? They didn't do shit. Man United could have put it to bed. Like Højlund, I think he should have scored that. There was a tapping at the back post, the low cross to the side. He should have tapped that in. I think he could have been better with a couple of the passes. Same with Rashford. Bro, like, I can blame all these players all I want. But how do you tell this group of players and say, oh, yeah, it was a good, solid performance. We need to build confidence and this, that, and the other. Bro, the defense, you got Anana in the first half. Bro, it's time wasting against Burnley Football Club. You need a goal. You're wasting time against Burnley Football Club. They're not pressing you, bro. They're happy to hit it for a draw. What kind of tactic is this? The defense is so far away from the midfield, and the midfield so far away from the attack. It's disgusting. I don't know if this man's going to last much longer.
There's no excuse, huh? No excuse now.
You got Crystal Palace next week. I'm going to have to watch that game. And yeah, we got Reguilon potentially injured. We got Johnny Evans potentially injured. I don't think he is. It was more of a head injury thing. But bro.
Is Crystal Palace home or away?
At home, twice.
At home, twice.
Cup game
Wednesday
and
Sunday.
This is disgraceful. No, you know what? That's a win. Yeah, don't get me wrong. That's 3 points. But for me, any top club sees that and says, "Yeah, you know what? That's a sackable offense." A top club says that's a sackable offense. You look what Bayern did. Bayern 6 wins in the Champions League. They still sack Nagelsmann. They don't give a shit. That's a sackable offense, bro. That's haram. That football is haram.
You see,
the only positive is that there was a clean sheet and it was an easy clean sheet. The guy hit the post in the first half. I think that's the most dangerous that they got. That's it. But you let Burnley, the header, that was soft. 70% of the ball. How are you letting Burnley have 70% of the ball? You know, I'm not joking. I like this. This is my line now, yeah? If that's any club at their ground that's got any remote transitional players in their football side, we're getting touched like Prince Andrew settings, fam. Prince Andrew settings, bro. You're getting taken to the island. You're getting touched, fam. These players are getting touched, fam. They're all getting taken to the island, fam.
I'm not involved.
Absolutely
No,
disgraceful. That's
uh,
disgraceful. I can't. I'm fuming. The fact that they even celebrated like the way they did on the bench after the Bruno goal. Oh my word, I wasn't happy. How can you have a win and you're not even happy at the end of it? How does that make any fucking sense, bro? He better turn this the fuck around as quick as possible. As quick as possible.
guys,
I need to see something different. I don't want to see Casemiro. I don't want to see Rashford. I don't want to see none of them fuckers on the pitch again on Wednesday. I want to see Amrabat in the down middle next to Mabry and Ericsson or something like that. I'm happy for that. Or even Dangor. I don't want to see that attack. Hoyland needs to go on the bench, obviously, because he can't play 2 games in a row. Bring in Marcel, Palestri, Garnacho. Different. I need a brand new 11. Our bench, look, you know what? When you look at Man United's bench, you put them all on the field, it looks like a better football team. This is shit. I can't lie. I look at this and think like this is Chelsea of last season vibes. You know, the only difference is there's a here or there. Like you know what I mean? This is Chelsea season. You know.
I'm
no,
not
I think
banter. To be
I,
honest, this is banter era. Like this is banter era football.
This-
You know,
this-
the
this
this
scraping is
this is Arsenal eighth place Arsenal. This is what we were doing. We were going to teams where you expect to
Yeah.
dominate, being the bigger team, and we were getting dominated. It kind of it literally reminds me of those, like, it's not the first eighth season, the second eighth season where it was just bad, and we went for a run of like something ridiculous. And that picture of Saka on the turf saying Arsenal fans, you don't deserve this. It reminds me of that. It's that sort of horrible to watch football. I think the thing that's even worse, or I think that's even weirder to me, is that you talked about Onana. You brought in Onana with the idea of him being this passing goalkeeper, right? That's meant to sort of transform the way teams press you. And I think the Premier League just figured out straight away, don't press him and see what he does with the ball. And he just seems to be dwelling on the ball longer as opposed to moving it fast. So even the benefit, the strength that a lot of Man United fans believed coming into the season and bringing Onana, it's like all of a sudden it feels like managers have figured it out straight away how to play against that. Maybe it will evolve over time and it will change, but it must be. It is weird to see this happening because from everything everyone has said about Ten Hag, he's a tactician. He's able to build. He built a team at Ajax, which went to the Champions League semi-final, etc., etc. And to regress the way you started this season is so weird. And yeah, this Burnley game was probably the worst I've seen you play.
listen, I was looking at this game and I was thinking 2 ideas. It's either Ten Hag did that on purpose, the setup of the first half, the players not being able to press Burnley, or he just doesn't know how to do it, and Vincent Kompany out-tacticked him for the first 30 minutes, how to set up the team. And both are terrible. Like, if you're sitting deep against Burnley, letting him knock the ball around, you're a pussy. You shouldn't be coaching Man United Football Club against a promotion team like Burnley. Or if you got it wrong and you don't know how to counter Burnley, counter Vincent Kompany's tactics, who has been playing the same exact brand of football last season, you're awful. You're a terrible coach, and you don't know what you're doing. It's as simple as that. Nobody should play against, no big team should play against Burnley and surrender position and run around. Like, I was looking at some of the Man United players, and they look like headless chicken. Some of them were running around after the Burnley players like headless chicken. I'm like, the coach has to look at this and saying, okay, so what am I doing here? If my players don't know where to stand, when to press Burnley, where to press Burnley, who's the weak link of this Burnley team, they had no idea. Bruno Fernandes at some point was playing Rondo. The Burnley players on the left side were playing Rondo. People played football. You know what I'm talking about. They were passing the ball around him, and all the teammates were watching him try to get the ball until he got frustrated. Okay, and I'm looking at that point.
Bro.
I'm not looking at Bruno. I'm looking at the coaching staff.
It's not even that. You know what's the point of putting him on the right? He ends up drifting inside anyways. He doesn't stay touch tight. Like, that's why that collar show had so much freedom to run at Delo. To be fair, Delo done all right. Delo actually fixed up. Like, Delo was good. I thought the fullbacks were good. There was nothing wrong with
was
defense.
good, bro. Regular was good, bro.
Regular was really good.
Yeah.
Tony Evans is still going. Like, I can trust him, but that means you can't play a high line. So you got no first phase player. You can clearly you see look how many times you see it recycle around the back, same shit, over, back to Onana, recycle, go long. Hopefully Hoyland can hold the ball up. What the fuck is that tactic? Yeah, you know what, that makes sense. They weren't even, the thing is, Lindelof's so passive as well, yeah? How many, I saw the low touchline all the time, just flick it round the pitch, bro. It's so negative. He'd rather pass it back to Johnny Evans because the guy's a pussy. Like, his passive self is annoying. I hope we don't offer him a new contract. Just let it expire next summer. Just let it expire. Awful. I'm glad Martinez didn't play today. You can clearly see how Man United's football is when Martinez don't play, right? Can't progress it whatsoever. So let him come back into next week. I don't even want him to play on against Crystal Palace. Just let him have his rest. Just let him do it. Just another game he doesn't need to play. Awful.
The problem is, Cass, you're saying Martinez and not Martinez, but again, Vincent Company is able to get this brand of football. Out of a championship player. Like,
I know,
this is not all.
I hear it. But good brand of football. This is the evidence. Good brand of football don't mean shit. That's called naivety. But the good brand of football was quality. Okay, so but you have quality. Burnley don't have quality. Come on, I know. You can play football. Like, don't get me wrong, you can play football. I'm not using that as an excuse, but that's going to get them relegated at the end of the season.
Yeah, they will get because it's a championship level football.
Because it's naive from them. But they bossed us. They bossed 5 times Champions League, Casemiro the midfield. They bossed Bruno Fernandes. This world beater that people call world class. But United fans cream over him all the fucking time.
All these statements are laughable, to be honest. They're laughable.
The best player on that pitch in the middle of the field was Mabry, and he was the only one trying to press.
Hannibal was good.
Cutting off the actual, angles properly. Other than that, it was awful. McTominay, that's Bambi, bro. What is he good at? Like, honestly, someone told me something that where's Pablo? Pablo's not even here.
I was a bit shocked. Because I thought he played Palestri.
You know what? I can't lie. Yeah, if a kid, I'm not joking. If a kid asked me what is terrorism, I'll say go watch Man United versus Burnley. That is the definition of terrorism. That's disgusting. That's shit.
That's really saying big up to Legend and his life staff.
That's ruined my whole weekend, bro. You know what it is? We could have played shit, win 3-0. I'm like, you know what? Clean sheet, 3-0, enough goals. Move on to the next game. It is what it is, isn't it? Right? That is what it is. But 1-0 with a VAR again. That's for me. That shouldn't be ruled offside. Since when is shit ruled offside for that when you're blocking the keeper? Come on, man. That's I've never known that.
100% offside.
But you know what? Because you're not blocking the flipping line of vision to keep. I saw him looking at it, but anyways, it is what it is.
It was the hand. It was the hand on the goalkeeper. He was physical with the goalkeeper. Yeah, there was.
That's not that. The same as we said, Akanji was a terrible decision.
Avoiding that. Even if it was 2-0 at half time, that's still shit. It's not enough. I said that I wanted 3 goals minimum today. I got 1, and a couple missed chances here and there.
And wasting time at the end of the game.
Wasting time. Bro, wasting time. Oh my God. Did you? Amrabat comes on a pitch and somehow, all of a sudden, his positioning allows us a little bit of the ball with 2 minutes to go, 3 minutes. I saw more in 3 minutes than in it playing him inverted than I saw in 90 minutes of the game. That's how disgusting Man United players are. They're shit. I'm done. See this manager, I swear down, if that's another performance like that against Palace, I'm 10 out. I can't do it, bro.
But Kat, you talk about changing starting 11, but about Ten Hag, what's his style of play? So this is what I'm getting. I'm watching Man United.
He doesn't know.
He doesn't know. So do you trust a new starting 11 under Ten Hag? So what are you going to get out of this new starting 11?
Bro, I'm going to have a breakdown in a minute. I don't know, Welcome. I absolutely fucking don't know, fam. I don't know. You know what? Until I see a first phase player that can actually pick up the ball off and on in the defense, I don't know what I'm going to see. I really don't.
But why are you not Ten Hag out then? Because how long are you going to keep up with this football?
Because I am a person, when it goes bad, like, I've seen what he can do at Ajax, yeah? And he made Ajax play like that, yeah? Like, they weren't great before when he came in. I saw him. I know that's a proper footballing club. I get it. I know he can coach, right? And I know what this cycle is at Man United. It doesn't matter who comes in. It's going to be the same shit over and over again. It's going to be the same shit. But until I see his sign, I need to see his signings on the pitch. But the thing is, time is ticking.
You already saw that last season. You went to 2 finals and won the cup.
Brother, we played degenerate football and won the cup. That's not football, fam. I watch Man United to watch football, transition ball, whatever you want to call it. You had your year. I need to see the thing is, time is ticking. But so, boy, you better keep getting result after result, however it might be, until I see your signings on the pitch. Then I need to see something straight away.
If he loses against Crystal Palace,
he's on game, but he's on a pay-as-you-go service.
Okay,
that's what he's on.
But I was going to say, you talked about Ajax. I mean, wasn't the thing that in Ajax there was a proper structure there? So they had Van der Sar, they had Overmars, right? And it was that structure exists. And in Man United, it's like, I mean, I've heard Man United fans talk about the Glazers for
I fuck the Glazers,
for
man.
so long. So
I
what I'm
don't
saying,
care.
what I'm saying though, what I'm saying though is that there isn't the same structure that he had at HAG. So the mistakes that he's probably making now, maybe some of those were being masked by the fact that there was a system in place, a structure in place that was masking that. Now you're seeing the man who has to manage everything, and he's not able to actually do that. Again, I'm just speculating because it makes no sense why you would have such a good brand of football in Ajax and so negative. And you can't tell me that this bunch of players are this bad.
They're that bad.
No, but I'm saying from a quality standpoint, I did that bad.
Brother, they're bad. You know what? These decisions ain't the greatest. McTominay's bad. You can't play with that mid. You can't play a brand of football until I see that midfield change up completely. Like, don't get me wrong, you had your degenerate last year, but I need to see footballing players. You can't play a style of play, a proper footballing way, until you see a different style of it, like a different midfield.
Yeah,
I saw a kid called Maybury who I didn't think didn't look exactly great like that, but his inject of energy and just youthfulness changes the whole thing in general. But I don't want to see him in a 10. I want to see him in an 8.
but you saw Zidane.
Why am I playing 4-2-3-1 in 2023, bro? Like, be honest. Like, bro, 4-3-3 should be it. It should be it. Why am I playing 4-2-3-1? There's no 10s in the world no more, really. They're gone. They're gone. The Diabalas of the world are gone. Madison's probably the last few that can do it, or Erdegaard. This is shit.
Even Erdegaard plays in there 8.
Yeah, innit? This is what I'm saying. This is horrible, man. I can't lie. I want to smash my computer. I want to smash it.
I don't blame you. I'll be fuming as well. I can't lie. If I was a Man United fan, I'll be fuming as well. And I can't lie. He's working with young players as well. I don't get it. You play Palestri at Bayern, and then all of a sudden you don't play him. Man United sold Zidane Iqbal, whether or not that was Ten Hag's decision or not, but he was an upcoming talent. If you're gonna try this youthful thing, you see like the likes of Hannibal coming in, giving intensity and so forth. Bro, play them. But how can you? We saw Scott McTominay under how many managers? His application ain't it, but this manager still plays McTominay. I've heard of McTominay rhetoric, and I'm coming from I'm a Liverpool fan, but then you got Palestri. So one game he does bad, what? All of a sudden you sack him. Why can he not play this game? Why can he not play this game? I don't know, bro. You know what? You should have a direct conversation with Erik Ten Hag. I should.
You should have an absolute direct, asking questions for us.
But even in the questions, he's getting pressed. You know what? In the press conference, he's getting pressed now.
These journals, United View, all of these are pussies as well. They don't really want to ask the real questions. Why is the brand of football so shit when you see Brighton and Championship teams coming up, and even they know how to be drilled into playing some sort of possession-based football?
Even Ange.
Why is it
come to Tottenham and playing football? But you've had Ten Hag for a year or two. And what? He can't play football. But Andrew's come how many games? With a Tottenham team.
Scared, bro.
With a Tottenham team.
I think he's scared. The guy saw the brand of football and didn't sub. He made 2 subs today. He didn't sub McTominay. He was happy with what he's seeing on the pitch. That's the sadness of the situation. He was like, I'm 1-0 up. I'm all right. I'm only going to sub the people that are injured. He was looking like me and you and everybody that is watching the game. And he thought, yeah, it's all right. We look okay. I'm going to keep the same lineup. Oh, you're injured? I'm going to put somebody else. The fact that he saw that and was okay with it and didn't try to change it, any respectful manager that has managed any big club would look at that and say, this is really bad. We are getting bossed around by a championship team with championship players. I have to change that. But he didn't. He was all right with it. And I'm not talking about only individuals of McTominay. The whole way of playing, he kept it exactly the same until someone got injured. That means he's happy with it.
He keeps rewarding mediocrity. This is what I saw Ollie do when he was at the end of the day. You're on a game by game basis. I think you can have all the back in the comments by the board and all that. There's no signs that they're not comfortable anymore. You know, like you came in to coach some football, bro. Like positional football. If someone presses you, where is it? Like, you don't know where to put these players on the pitch. Like, why is McTominay getting rewarded with another game? Like, that one player can really hurt your starting 11. You got loads of injuries. Now you need to be proper. If Burnley wants to play football, why don't you play in a proper outlet? Like Palestri, at least. You've only got Palestri or Garnacho. Use them. Why are you not using them? You're 1-0 up as well. Why don't you use them again anyways? Hit them on a break or something. It's that's what I call thick as shit and arse and cheeks, bruv. That is garbage. I feel like I should be managing. Like I feel like I could do a better job right now. I'm not joking. In selections, I don't know what managers think or what goes through in training and all that. But it's not hard to see the way Burnley play. A Pelestri would have definitely been more useful because Bruno couldn't get close. You want to play part of the pitch, he's inverting inside anyways with Mabry. So technically, you should just go back to your 4-3-1. Why did you have to change the way you played against Bayern? This is Burnley. But don't get me wrong, Kane will press the goalkeeper and you can pass around, yeah? Don't get me wrong. But do that higher up the pitch. Suffocate them. What happened when James Trafford had the ball, the centre-back? Just suffocate them and it goes up the pitch and you win it back. Oh, it took them 80 minutes to work that out as a footballing team.
Yeah. One more thing about this game.
Eze's going to hurt us. Edouard and Eze is going to hurt us, fam.
One more thing about this game. Like, I get it. Johnny Evans, Lindelof, Reguilon. Like, yes, it's a backline that it shouldn't be playing at 2023 at Man United. It's fine, right? This is okay. But the fact that Johnny Evans is the only progressive player in that backline is sad. The only one that was brave enough to take the ball and try to go, because he tried to play that ball behind the defense about 3-4 times, and he's bang on. This is sad. This is training ground stuff, by the way. If you play football, you know that. This long ball and progressive from a defender is on the training. The coach is telling you, go, be brave, take the ball. Johnny Evans, at 36 years old, is the only one that is brave enough in this back line to take the ball and go forward. Dalot was scared. He was good defensively. He was scared.
He's scared. Gives away the ball.
Reguilon didn't have the guts to go forward. He was scared to leave space behind him. Johnny Evans was brave. Johnny Evans was like, no, I'm going to take this ball and move up ahead of Casemiro and McTominay because they are inadequate football players. And he did it, and they got the goal. This is sad. Like, some of the stuff, small things are like, this is ridiculous. How does it look like this? It just it's astonishing. But you get a lot of Man United fans cheering up the team. Yeah, world-class goal. Amazing. See, this is the quality of Man United. You don't watch the football. You're only watching the highlights.
There's a saying that goes, when someone tells you who they are, believe them, right? And I think this is the most apropos saying to what Ten Hag said this season when he said, we want to become the best transitional team, not the best controlling team, not the best on the ball team, the best transitional team. It looks like his transition just means get the ball from the back to the front as quick as possible.
Yeah. That's transition back to front first, not counter attack. I want to make that clear.
I understand that, but I'm saying
transition.
Get the ball. He's saying get the ball back. From back to front. Which part of it is counter attacking? I don't think he's building a team. I don't think you can't. What? Sorry.
Can't. Not with Casemiro, Eriksen.
He don't have the players all over. He don't have the technical ability to do that.
You can do it with Eriksen. You can do it with Eriksen, but you got to put two players next to Eriksen that are very capable, that are willing runners, and they're good on the ball as well. That's the thing. The only way Man United can build up, right, is through the back to the fullback, and hopefully they can do a nice little trick and 1-2 down the wing. Because once it goes inside, that's it. It's done.
Yeah.
Can we before we can we also talk on Rashford, because I think
that guy's confidence is shot again, bro.
There is yeah.
Rashford 2 seasons ago. Rashford.
Yeah.
Ago again.
I think the thing that is kind of interesting, I guess, is that I think a lot of people were saying end of last season that Rashford played really well in a patch last year, right? And I think all you kept hearing was 30 goals. And I think the problem is that it blinded some people, some Man United fans, to the reality of what other people were seeing in terms of when he scores, he's effective. But when he doesn't score, it doesn't offer anything, and it doesn't seem as dangerous as an opposition fan. Because when Rashford was at his most danger was when you thought, oh snap, he's going to actually score against you. And once those goals dried up, it kind of just felt like he was just like, you almost wanted him to have the ball because you knew he's going to run to a blind alley. He's going to try to do things by himself. And in a way, he seems to be, a major part of the reason that is holding United back right now. And I don't know if Ten Hag has the bravery to say, look, you might be my main goal outlet, but actually I need to put you on the bench and try to not try to get the ball to you all the time because you keep losing the ball in dangerous areas.
He ain't got on the bench. He ain't got the control right now to put him on the bench. He will lose the dressing room, mate. He's done, man. This is what happens when you pay people. He's Man United. He's franchise, isn't it? He's a face of Man United. He ain't getting it. Yeah, he's losing control,
face
mate.
of Man United.
Yeah, man. That pressing game, whatever that fucking game was, that was shit. I'm glad Varane's back for a bit, for however long it might be. Martinez should be included soon. Whatever. I just need to see a different midfielder. I'd rather just bang the youngsters out against Palace. I don't even care if I get knocked out of the Carabao Cup because it's going to hurt us in the long run. Get knocked out. Play the youngers.
Kaz, are you playing this game by game then? So are you on a 10 hard wave? Because are you thinking I'm going to take game by game with him, or because are you not thinking about the future when you go against like the Cities, the Liverpools, the Newcastle?
No, he's not until City.
You don't trust his football right now. So why don't you just say Ten Hag out now? Because you don't trust his football.
I'm not like other people. I'm your age. I'm from that generation where we used to have water guns and fights with water bombs and all that kind of stuff. Not these people on iPads that are quick to go on social media and vent and be reactionary. I'm being reactionary now to what I've seen. Don't get me wrong, because it's an emotional game. But I can give things time when things are going shit. The only thing that's giving me hope is the fact that I know he should be changing up that midfield. Does he have the bollocks to go and change up that midfield? I don't think he does. I don't think he's got the bollocks to drop Casemiro. I think he should in the long run. I need to, as I said, I need to see his signings on the pitch. Anthony, Mount, Amrabat, Kobe. I know it's not a signing, but he's brought in through the youth. Like, I need to see who else is there? Even the Malacia, Martinez, Højlund, Rashford. I need to see them all on the pitch, and I need to see something. I need to be convinced that this is going to head somewhere. Because if not, it's peak, bro. Your job's on the line. His job is 100% on the line. 100% on the line. I need to see something. Even Mino's not back till I don't think next week, and he'll be put on the bench at Palace. Yeah, but that's a kid. Is this the right environment correctly right now to put an 18-year-old on the pitch when everything's shit show? Probably not. So this is on him.
This is why I don't know why he played the youngsters kind of thing. Because what do you think that does for a young? You play Palestri at the Allianz, get smoked 4-3, not smoked, sorry, but you get beaten 4-3. What does that do for the confidence? And then you drop him for the next game. So Hannibal now, probably I think he might start against Crystal Palace. But if he doesn't play him, I won't be surprised. But what does that do? It's not a right environment. We talk about the Jarrell Quansahs. We're talking about, what's that left back called where he went to Newcastle? Lewis Hall. That's teams that can give you game time. But at Man United, it's looking bleak. What's the point for doing that for a lot of young players? Especially when you're looking at your top players like your Brunos, your Casemiro, you can't hold it together in the middle of the park.
I don't even think Bruno was in the issue today. He was on the right. The ball got up to him. I don't think he did anything wrong. I think his composure's not great when he's over there. I'm just looking at it towards as I can't let the players get away with today's performance, but at the same time, that was played in his image. That game was played in his image. That was on him. In my opinion, that was on him. I look at Burnley. They had a lot of pace. If you played a high line, I think you could have choked them. Like the Collins and that, they don't have mad quality. So if you did press them into oblivion, then you would have had more success. You've done it nicely against Spurs, so why can you not do it against that tried to play football against you? How can you not do it against Burnley? I think it's maybe because of the players that he's had available and he didn't trust to play the way he wanted to and went back to degenerate football. But not again. That's again, man. I keep repeating myself, man. That's in his image. That game was in his image. I'm sure he was very happy with that game, but I'm not as a fan. No Man United fan can tell me they were happy with that. Not in my opinion.
Some are. Tom is saying United are getting pumped. A race. Who's it's gonna be? I don't know. Tom is saying trying to get sacked for the contract payout. I don't think so.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Oh, really?
Bro, if you're playing like that, I wouldn't put it past you, man.
And Tom is becoming a member. Thank you, Tom, for being a member. Thank you, everybody, for your super chats, your support. Appreciate it. Make sure to hit that like button. Get us to 200 likes. There's almost 700 people here. So hit that like button underneath your live chat. It looks like this. It helps the channel move to the next person and get new people to watch us. So please hit that like button. It looks like thumbs up underneath. I'm not sure we should move on from Man United, to be honest, because this is going to
say, man. Where's those to say about Man United? You got 3 points, amazing, but that's as bleak as looking at. I look at that. That's like the Wolves game, man. It was just as bad. Like it was the same thing. What was different about it? Oh yeah, you're defensively more solid, not as open. Great, amazing.
Do you think you're still going to get a takeover? I know that's a big conversation. I don't want to try to get into that.
Bro. I don't know. At this moment in time, I don't know.
Because we talk about how Ten Hag had a setup at Ajax. Do you think if Ten Hag goes to Man United has a setup, then you might see?
Welcome. You're kidding. You're
I'm asking a question.
offering an exit. I know what you're talking about. The takeover, not the takeover.
The Glazers do not play football for Man United.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? He has players. He has been back more than any other manager in the last 10 years. He has some ball players. That's why I said until I see them on the pitch, okay, that's fine. I'll rate it when I see that on the pitch. But right now, the Glazers do not play football to go and score goals. What that on the pitch, just because you got some flipping shit going on in the background about takeover and you're wondering about your future, fuck all that shit. You're telling me you can't play against Burnley, bro. That's like year 11 playing against year 9s. That's how the football should have looked today. Man United the year 11s and the flipping Burnley should have been a year 9 team. They're not even in the key stage 4 yet. That's the way it should have been. It wasn't like that.
I understand the question he's asking though. I think he's saying that if United were to get a better structure, right? Because right now it's a mismatch of players in my mind. When I look at who United sign, one second you sign a player who's meant to control the game, next one you sign a player who's meant to be more sitting. And it doesn't seem like there's a clear plan in terms of the ways you're signing players. It seems to be quite random and anyways. So the question is kind of like, do you think maybe he might thrive if you were to get a system where that control of trying to figure out the overall way of running the club from a footballing standpoint?
Every time there's a shit performance, why do we always revert to the fucking Glazers? Every single time lose.
It's not the Glazers.
It's an easy question. Of course, if the structure is different, then it's going to be a different kind of football team and everything. But the manager can still implement your system on a day-to-day basis to make sure you have some sort of entertaining football to go and win a game. You know, this is what I'm saying. They got nothing to do on the pitch right now with this current batch. They are football players. They are still paid to go and play. Do you know what I mean? Like it doesn't. Look at Tottenham. Look at Daniel Levy. Look how shit that club is ran, and they pumped Burnley 5-2. What are we gonna say? Daniel Levy scored all them goals for him. Come on, man. It's the same shit.
Thank you. Oh, finally, a Man United fan is saying it as it is.
Fucking hell,
one
man.
guy.
Got it.
And you know who I'm talking? Listen, bro, listen. Every time they see a shit performance, nobody wants to point out that it's, this problem. Oh, but the structure is bad. Fine. If the structure is bad, you will see a manager try to play football and a player making a mistake. Like a player that is not up to the quality. Like Burnley, trying to play a football, but they don't have a finisher. I'm sorry, Burnley's quality is championship, but they're trying to play a brand of football. But the problem with Man United is that you cannot defend the manager and say, but he's not backed. But the structure is bad because there is nothing. You ask any Man United fan, what is Man United now? We don't know. We're just scraping by. Results. We are living day-to-day basis. We're hoping for the lineup to come good, and we're hoping to win some games, and maybe we'll win a trophy. But there is no what I'm saying. There is no authority. There is no trademark. There is nothing. There is no But I think Man United fans should stop treating the club as we are one of the giants now, and we have to play that brand of football. This guy, Erik ten Hag, is accepting the mediocrity on the pitch, and as Cass said, he's rewarding it. So just maybe the fans should be happy with 1-0 away against Burnley, like Wolves would be happy with 1-0 against Burnley, like Crystal Palace would be happy with 1-0 against Burnley. Maybe Man United fans should think like this. Maybe they'll be happier instead of complaining and asking for this and that. Because it looks like the manager is accepting it. He's all right with it.
We could talk about this ownership stuff when it comes down to it, and when it comes to summers when you need to reinvest and all this kind of stuff, etc., etc. But right now, that's not the case.
Yeah, but if that's the case, then you've seen this football for how long, Kaz? If I was a fan now, I'll be fuming now. I must just be a football fan. I'm a football fan. I don't support Man United. I'm a football fan.
As I said, I'm going to wait. So long. As I said, I'm going to wait. This is the same football team we saw last year, by the way. Like, do you know the players on the pitch other than Højlund and Nana and Bar Regulon? Basically, if Shaw was there, what's really the difference? That's the same team. So that's why I said I'm gonna have to wait till they get onto the pitch. But guess what? I can wait till they get on the pitch, but at the same time, it's a result basis by basis. That's it. No, nothing. I don't need to talk more on it. Let's talk about Rodri. Let's talk about how he's banned for the Arsenal game.
Do you think he's gonna get 3 games though?
Of course he is. He put his hand. What do you mean? Casemiro done the exact same thing to Hughes when he didn't grab his neck, he got him by the collar. Why is there no outrage on Twitter? That's violent, right? That's disgusting. I don't see no outrage.
Yeah, when you do them type of things there, if you're like a Casemiro or let's say Xhaka or Rodri, they're giving you that free match, man. They're giving you that.
He's gonna get a free match because it's violent conduct, and so that's what it is. So unlike Van Dijk, when he got sent off, where it was it like a professional foul or something like that, which made it.
And they took into consideration he had a red card for time, so that's why he didn't get extra one.
So hold on, so they are playing in the cup against Newcastle away. Is he going to be suspended for that?
Yeah, he's going to be suspended. Yeah.
So the cup counts. So the cup, Wolves away and Arsenal away. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He might even get more than 3, maybe. I doubt it though.
No, I doubt it. I doubt it because he didn't like.
Depends if it depends if they appeal it or not.
Yeah. But when do someone get a 4-match ban? Who was like the last player to get?
I think it was Casemiro. I think it was Casemiro.
I think your second. Okay, so
okay.
5 yellow cards. The next 5, you get 2 game suspension.
That's a big miss, man.
Red, second red, you get an extra game. So that's automatic. Yeah. Does that make sense? But they're not like the yellow cards. So that's Rodri's first red card. So if he gets a red card, violent conduct again in the season, he gets 4 games, which is 3 games plus the 1, an addition 1 for your second red. The Casemiro get 2 reds last year, 1 for the split and 1 for Houston.
Oh, that means that. Okay.
And 5 yellow cards as well.
I don't know if they're going to appeal it or not, but you must be buzzing, Olu, because that's their conductor.
No, I'm not buzzing.
You're not buzzing. You play at home. Why not confident?
No, because there's this idea of like, because you take Rodri out, the most important person in Man City is Pep Guardiola, right? And Pep is smart enough, and I said after last year, I would never doubt his bold, evil genius for him to find a way. So for me, Rodri, it weakens him slightly, but we're not playing Rodri. We're playing Pep Guardiola. And I bet he's going to find a system. He's going to play something stupid like Haaland, defensive midfielder. And something like that. You know what I mean? Like, he's going to do something crazy.
But did you watch the game anyway?
I didn't watch the game. I saw highlights of it.
Okay. I did watch most of the game. Yeah. And Matthias Nunes is completely different than the one that played at Wolves.
Yeah.
Again. Yeah. Same. It's like someone slots into Man City and looks like they just signed a new player. The guy never touched Wolves. He plays very good, pass the ball around, very composed, and I'm like, what? I'm
so surprised that how he hit the ground running, because you think someone like Calvin Phillips as well. Like usually, I thought that the Pep programming. I always believe in a Pep program. That he plays them 1 or 2 games, programs them, gets them out of their sort of old source tactics and football, then bring them to the Pep football. But bro, this guy's starting already, and he's cooking. And I'm thinking, right, like he does this on purpose now because he probably saw something in Nunes. He comes in straight in, and then there's someone like Calvin Phillips who's not doesn't get a sniff. So I can't lie. Yeah. So Rodri missing? Nah. I agree with Oli as well. Pep is a genius. I can't doubt Pep. I know.
When is it? Is it not next week? The week after, right?
I believe so.
So Bernardo's still, but they got a lot of injuries themselves. And I'm not being funny. If you're a City fan, that would make you think like you can believe in Pep as much as you want. But the demon that usually comes up against is called KDB. The other one that usually conducts it is Rodri when you like it. They have got Matthias Nunes. Kovacic is injured. They got Foden, don't get me wrong. And Calvin Phillips. I think that's the only... Is that the only fit players that you've got, you guys, by the way? Is that the only fit midfielders? Is that the only 3 fit centre mids that they got? Kovacic is back. All right, you know what, long day then. But it's Rodri though. Like, I remember before, Gundo used to drop deep and do that. He used to drop deep and do that role like to a very good degree. I wouldn't look at Kovacic as a 6. Maybe you might have to go Kovacic and Nunes and probably put out a Foden in front. I think that makes more sense if that is the case. But boy, like if you're a City fan, you can't be
No, they go Kovacic and Nunes and Alvarez behind Haaland, Foden right, Doku left.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you know what? Yeah, that could work. But I think even Partey's is Partey back yet for them by then? Like this
Arsenal.
That's where he's back.
Arsenal fan. There's no excuses. You can't have chest and thinking that you're not going to have. If you want to go and compete, this is where you got to win. This is your best 100%. Chance. This is a great chance. Rodri is the pillar of that team, bro.
No, I'm looking at Alvarez. I can't lie. I think it's Alvarez.
No.
I wouldn't say City's going to get panned by it, but that's the biggest W.
Arsenal should be able to actually play their brand of football now. Without
They should. Whether or not
Yeah.
they win, that's a different question, though.
What
I
do you
think
mean?
Arsenal would.
Yeah.
Come on, no.
I think
Let me do
Arsenal
this
would.
couple of super chats. Ajax, Tom again is saying Ajax is inbred from youth. He was managing that. Yeah, I think it's maybe, but I just want to see anything. And Ahmed Suleiman gifting 5 memberships. Ahmed is supporting the channel always. Thank you, Ahmed, one of our gold tier members. Check out the memberships in the description, of course, to be on a panel with us on Sunday. Thank you, everybody, for the support. Thank you for the super chatters. Thank you for the membership gifts. And Omar Rushdie is saying no Rodri, no KDB, Arsenal at home. Expect Arsenal to win, to be honest, for me. If I'm going this game, Arsenal at home, I'm expecting Arsenal to win. If they don't win, they're not serious. They're definitely not serious.
It's true.
If
This game could be, the thing is, if they can win with a bare bones team, this is where City fans look at this as an early indicator. If this is early season City, right? They got bare injuries. They got, when it comes to players that are back, they still got to get match fit, etc., etc. If they go to the Emirates and go get a win, I think that, I know you shouldn't call things so early, but bro, how can you not call it? How can you not call it? Yeah, bro, I think it's done, bro. Like that's
lock it, and then
you need to be serious. Because you know what? If that was a team, the thing is, if that team goes to Anfield, you probably think you got a chance at beating them. If they don't have a Rodri, KDB at your gaff, you're gonna think like, you know what?
Yeah. Because KDB always does something against us.
So as Arsenal, if they can't put themselves in that position to think that they're gonna go and believe that they can win and go make a statement, then what's the point of having a conversation about title contenders?
So you're saying if City had injuries, should we question it now? Should we look at Arsenal?
Liverpool it's hard. Liverpool are still Liverpool when it comes to Man City. But they got to make Emirates has got to be a fortress again this season. This is what I'm trying to say. There's no excuses, bro. Let's not beat around the bush. This is Man City still. This is still Man City. And if you're a City fan and you go and beat them at the Emirates with that team, without Rodri, without KDB, and that, flipping hell, bro, I would be buzzing if I was a City fan. I'd be like, you know what, this year's piece of piss, because they can have that confidence. They're allowed that confidence. This is what I'm saying. It's a madness.
Yeah, I had to hear one of our members is saying that if Arsenal can beat City at home in the season, or players just play for the second place, I'm serious. By the way, at home, I'm like,
well, you won against
boring, bro. Like,
you won against PSV. Trossard obviously is good, like filling in at that right flank as well. Got Odegaard, Saka, Saliba's looking good as well. You should have a lot of chest at the Emirates home. Yeah, you're right as well. I agree with you, Kaz. It should make a fortress, and it'll say a statement. It'll make a statement win.
Like tomorrow, I think even tomorrow they need to shut up Spurs fans, which I think they're gonna do. Make that statement there and go kill off a team that's got hype. That's their next task, anyways. For Arsenal, they must be buzzing for tomorrow. That's probably the only enjoyable thing I'm gonna get. I'm not in the mud. I won. Are Chelsea going to win? Arsenal, Tottenham going to win? I'm still, at the end of the day, even my thing was a shit show. Are you going to win? I might win. I might have some joy. I will be shameless, one way or another.
Yeah, I think it's going to be fun tomorrow. I think tomorrow is going to be a great day, to be honest.
Oh, it's going to be fantastic.
Who's the first kickoff?
They're all playing at 2.
No.
The first kickoff, sorry. Everybody's playing at 2. Chelsea's playing at 2. Liverpool's playing at 2. Arsenal's playing at 2. Everybody's playing at 2.
It's atrocious. It's absolutely disgusting tomorrow.
What? Because there's a Jewish holiday.
We don't know.
No, apparently, because that's what Daps said. I think, or someone said that there's a Jewish holiday. Like they do their thing at like 4 or 5 o'clock or something like that.
Bro, there are 4 games at 2 o'clock together. Yeah. Chelsea, Villa, Liverpool, West Ham, Arsenal, Spurs,
my word,
Brighton, Bournemouth.
That's horrible.
And then Newcastle
and then Sheffield. They are giving Newcastle United away at Sheffield the 4:30.
Yeah.
What?
Can't believe it. Yeah.
What? That's a shit game, bro.
Yeah. It's peak.
That's peak. All right, Chelsea, you need to fix up, mate, because this ain't good enough. I should be watching Chelsea versus Aston Villa at 4:30 on a Sunday. Or the Arsenal game.
Oh, the Liverpool versus West Ham.
No.
Yeah, I'd rather watch Chelsea Aston. You know what? Actually, you're right. You're right. I'm gonna see goals. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. All that.
4:30, Liverpool, West Ham. Especially Antonio's talking smack.
That's the top of the table clash. I understand it.
Yeah. But everyone's playing that too, so it's long. It's long for Man. But yeah, Arsenal should win tomorrow. I want Arsenal to win, so because we're gonna have Tottenham next, so I want Tottenham's momentum to go down. But I think Tottenham and Arsenal will both go at it. I think it'll be a high-scoring game.
Yeah, Omar is saying I'm streaming the North London Derby. He's a Liverpool fan and watching the Liverpool and beIN Sports. I don't have a problem here. Peacock and NBC here. I can have all the games. I'll have three screens. I'll watch all the games, bro. But anyway, guys, that's it today. Tomorrow we'll have a Rivals Not Virals at 12. You'll have a great panel for you with Kunle, Hamza, Tai, Spect, and it's going to be everybody there. There's going to be everybody there.
You're not going to have a go on? Oh,
not tomorrow. Arsenal have no excuses this year. Mr. Link is saying, yeah.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
Well, you got the best chance to beat City now, down to their bare bones.
Okay, sure.
Stop making excuses, man. You wouldn't be in the title.
No.
That is bare passive, man. You're passive shit. Always gonna say, "Oh, do you know who they got? They got Pep Guardiola. They got Pep Guardiola. That's the real weapon."
That's not what I'm saying. I'm just, Kaz, I know you're still hurt. Okay, calm down. It'll be okay. We're here to cuddle you. We're here to cuddle you. We'll make you feel good. It's okay.
Olu, you must.
It's okay.
Olu, you must. Olu, you must. Because you know what? If this was Monts, yeah, and he heard that there's no KDB, there's no Rodri the conductor, they don't even know if Stones is going to be fully fit.
Bernardo's injured.
Bernardo's injured. Wait, who? I missed anyone else? Whoever else of it?
Is Grealish injured?
Back. Oh my word! Not to be eating this up. He'll be like, yeah, we do well against C. We must. If we want to be serious, we must. Why can you?
And it was at Anfield as well. Oh Lord!
Look, this is what I'm saying already. You must, bro.
Okay, I'll call Arteta and tell him that we must win then.
No, you back your team to win.
What does that mean?
No, back your team.
If that's my team and I'm playing, if that's my team, I'm playing Man City at home, and they're missing one of their main players in Rodri. They're missing John Stones. Okay, Bernardo's injured.
For how long, anyways? They might not be match sharp by then. They might be back, but they might not be match sharp like that. You know what I mean?
No, okay.
Hold on. Excuses from Highbury Ultra. Okay, here we go. Party, Timber, Trossard, Nelly, all major injuries for us, but I would disappoint if we don't win.
Apparently,
Rodri focused on tomorrow. Anyway, tomorrow they're both.
Yeah, I think Martinelli's definitely back. I'm pretty sure I saw something like that. I heard Trossard's got a knock. Nothing bad.
Wow, I didn't know that.
He might have a chance to be back in a couple of weeks. It's actually been that long already.
So can I clarify myself? What I was trying to say. This is what I mean. Don't do an agenda with me. All I'm saying is this, right? Is football is not played on all these little things that we talk about, right? In the end, I still think that we're going to beat Man City. Anytime Man City play Arsenal at the Emirates, my belief going to the game is going to beat them. Now, whether it pans that way is going to be different. But all I'm saying is that just because we're saying this person is off, that person is off, doesn't make it an easy game. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So I'm not standing on the fence. I think we're going to beat them, and I'll every single year, every single time, I will stand on that because I'm a fan. But I'm just saying, let all these hypotheticals don't mean nothing until the game.
Are you beating City with Havertz on the pitch?
We'll beat City with bloody Mustafi on the pitch. That is my belief every single time we go on and play them.
Okay.
Yeah, let's see.
I'm a fan.
Yeah. Thank you everybody for watching us. Make sure to hit that like button before you go. There's still 700 of you here, so give me to 300 likes. The like button is free, it doesn't cost you a penny, but it helps the channel massively to move to the next person. So please hit that like button for us. Tomorrow at 12 we have Rivals Not Virals, and also at night for match reactions and everything coming your way. So hit that like button for us, and hopefully we'll see you guys soon. And peace. We're out.